were you present when Agent Seacrest had another interview with Mr. Bryan and Mr. Goff?
I was not present for the interview. After the interview, I was told that we had consent to download a Facebook page.
And did you in fact download his Facebook page?
I did.
All right. So with regard to Mr. Bryan's Facebook page, was he a member of the Satilla Shores Facebook group?
He was not.
And was he Facebook friends with Travis McMichael?
Not on May 13th, no ma'am.
And was he Facebook friends with Greg McMichael?
Not on May 13th.
All right, so when you downloaded it, you were able to see who he was friends with on that date?
Yes, ma'am. The downloads on the date that the download actually takes, but you actually download it. We use the feature, it's a feature of Facebook that just allows any user to download their page. I was provided from with the passwords and user credentials, and was able to, I believe I actually used his phone to do it, to download the page.
Okay, so this isn't like an official record from Facebook or anything?
No, ma'am. This is not we didn't get this from Facebook.
All right. So
We didn't get it from the provider through legal methods. We got it through the consent and downloaded it, logged into his Facebook page and downloaded it just like anybody else could.
All right, so would it be fair to characterize it as a snapshot as it was in May of 2020?
I object to her testifying and leading the witness, Your Honor. She's got it on direct.
It's good. Ask him to do a direct question.
How would you characterize the download for May 2020?
It is how the account appeared on the day at the time that I initiated the download.
Was there any historical data?
There was historical posts and things that were just like anybody, your Facebook feed. It stays there until you delete it or until it eventually, I guess, goes away. I've gotten Facebook information back many years though, so I think you actually have to delete it for it to go away.
Okay. Is there any way for you to know, based on the download for May 13th of 2020, whether Mr. Bryan had deleted anything?
No, not with that. Not with the information from the download.
Right. May 15th, did you continue to assist with looking into tips from the GBI tip line?
I did.
All right. And were you tasked with looking into another social media website, not Facebook, but a different one?
Yes.
Which one?
Several actually, Nextdoor and Snapchat.
All right. So regarding nextdoor.com, what did you do?
I sent a preservation letter to through their legal compliance office. Preservation letter is just federal law allows law enforcement to preserve certain records of electronic communications providers, social media platforms, cellular telephone providers, things like that. And all you have to do to preserve it is send a letter with a case number.
All right. So you sent a preservation request to Nextdoor?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you send a preservation request to any other provider of cell phone data?
Yes, ma'am. Verizon, AT&T, I believe we sent one. Apple, we sent one. We sent several that day.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How in dispute was it as far as the defendant's location on the day of February 23rd, 2020?
It wasn't. It's just sometimes it's nice to corroborate information that you already have with additional information.
All right. So this was out of an abundance of caution.
Yes, ma'am.
May 18th, 2020, did you also download someone else's Facebook data related to Mr. Bryan?
Yes, ma'am. Amy L. Roth, who I believe she was his fiance at the time. They were living together.
And then May 19th, Ms. Elrod's cell phone?
Yes, ma'am. She could not provide her cell phone. Agent Seacrest told me, and I later verified that she had provided consent to do both. And I was not able to get her. She had to work, so we had to get her cell phone the following day.
All right, now I'm going to jump forward to May 19th of 2020. What was going to take place on May 19th of 2020?
I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how much longer this examination is going to be?
I don't.
I need a bathroom break, and I'm trying not to be disruptive.
I have 5 more questions and nothing else to publish. All right. What was going to take place on May 19th, 2020?
A search of the McMichael's residence.
Right. And what did you do to assist in that execution of a search warrant?
Prior to the search, I searched the tax record of 230 Satilla Drive.
Okay, and who actually owned 230 Satilla Drive?
The Scoggs, I don't remember theirs. I believe Amy was the first name of one of them. They're from Athens, Georgia. I don't remember their exact address in Athens.
All right, so 230 Satilla Drive, owned by the Scroggs of Athens, Georgia. What did you do next?
When I accompanied the agents who did to perform the search.
Right. It would be fair to say all you did was seize the Wi-Fi router?
That's all I did. Other agents did other things, but we were interested in some of the data we had gotten off one of the cell phone dumps, had the Wi-Fi router information. We were trying to verify it was that router.